this review, we've got the Super 7 Conan the Barbarian Ultimates. This is King Conan, who is seen at the end of. I got both of these from Big Bad Toy Store. So looking at the packaging, packaging looks good. At first glance, it seems a little plain, but there is a texture printed on the package to make it look kind of like leather with this gold trim. It's yellow with like this gradient happening here and there, so that's really nice. You get to see he's got a lot of accessories, and the face sculpt looks pretty good. The gold on top of the black armor stands out a lot. On the back, we get a brief profile about King Conan, and it's basically a summary of his character in the movie. The top, we've got Ultimates, and the bottom, we've got some legal information in UPC. The throne is a little bit more out of the ordinary for a Super 7 Ultimates. We don't see anything, it's just printed work. It looks nice. It doesn't seem like it goes with this as far as like a marketing packaging thing, but it does look pretty good. You know, you got Conan sitting on the throne. On the top, you've got Ultimates. On the side, you have an actual photograph of the throne. Same thing on the other side. It does say figure not included. And then there is a brief explanation of the throne of Aquilonia. So pretty cool. And on the bottom, just, regular manufacturing stuff. All right, so that's the packaging. Let's take them out of the package and take a look at the figures. Okay, so here he is out of the package, and it's interesting looking at this figure how much I think of a modern wrestling figure. He's got this belt. Sometimes wrestlers have extravagant chest shields and stuff like that. But the figure is pretty striking, especially the eyes. Eyes are very well done. There are quite a few layers to the figure. So I guess these are fox pelts or something, some kind of animal. This is plastic, and this comes off. The shield here is rubber and comes off. What's really cool is this is cloth. It is very well tailored. It's very thick. There's no wire, but that's okay. I mean, he's gonna sit down in this, so they gave him the perfect mixture of elements to make this a figure that could sit down. He is pinless, so how this is gonna match with your other Conan figures, you know, they may stand out a little bit now, but still it's nice that this is all pinless. He's going to have some pretty decent range of motion. There's going to be limits because these are, single joints, single bend elbow, single bend knee, but you get the appropriate amount of articulation. The belt and crotch piece, this is all rubber, so he's going to be able to sit down very easily. He's got a cut ab crunch and a swivel. Neck is ball jointed, so some decent movement. He's got rocker, ankle rocker, and tilt also, and uh, he does have a upper thigh swivel. So there's a lot of articulation in this guy. He has a separate head sculpt, and I'm not sure what the difference is yet. I see the hair is a little bit different, so I think this is going to allow him to kind of lean over and, kind of brood. So it's going to change how the neck looks relaxed. He's got his famous sword. He's got a short sword and a sheath. It goes in loose, which is nice. You don't have to worry about the paint getting scraped up. And there is a little tab where you can put the belt. And I don't know if this is going to mess us up when we try to sit him down, but I'm going to see. Because I'm sure people are curious. I'm curious also. This tab is really thick, so it's going to take some effort to get this on. Matter of fact, I got to do this off camera. But you got this really big uh, piece sticking out. You got to fit it on this hole, which is smaller. So you're going to have to work it in and be careful not to damage anything. Okay. It is pretty rubbery, so this is going to get out of the way. Uh, with the sword in it, I'm not sure how that's going to change, but just angle this back. Yeah, here we go. I think that'll work. Um, One thing I like to do is I like to try to get the hole over the peg and then kind of twist, and that usually is a good way, but you still have to be careful not to rip the plastic. Okay, so before we talk about the throne, as you see, he comes with the fisted hands, he's got grip hands, and he's got flat palm hands. Okay, so that is King Conan. For the throne, you get this staff. There isn't really anywhere to put this. So you're going to end up kind of leaning it on him. And this is one chunk. This is all together. Looking at it, you can tell that there are. Oh, it does come off. Okay. I was going to say you could tell that there are various pieces. Um, and, here's the bottom, here's the seat. This is all one piece. This is all one piece. Lots of paint. It makes it look like this is, like padding and leather, but it's just plastic. This whole thing is a solid piece of plastic. There are whoops, some protectors, probably to help keep the paint from getting stuck. Drop one. I think I'm gonna leave these on here because you can hardly see them, but they're these little clear plastic discs, and they're definitely being used to help keep this gold paint from sticking to this white paint. Okay, so this is likely tampoed. This gold on the front is a little bit different than the gold under the seat. There is some kind of wash happening to make this look leathery. There is a little bit of shininess on the brown part, like the plastic may be sweating a little bit. Maybe an optical illusion, but it does seem like it's sweating ever so slightly. Okay, so I wonder if I got him on backwards now. You can see an indentation on this side. So let's flip this guy around. They didn't do anything to key this in a certain position. And we should be able to just sit him down pretty effortlessly. Yeah, he sits pretty good. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get him to put his head on his fist, but let's take a look at something. I'm going to swap this head off. Okay, yeah. This is definitely like the profile's already changed. Like he's almost like a flying Superman type uh thing going on with his head, forcing him to lean forward. So if we do that, we do that, and we do that. There you go. And then this, he is kind of leaning up on him. I think the flat hand should be here. Probably doing something like that. Yep. So he gets into this position extremely easy. It didn't take any effort. And there is kind of a, okay, they did engineer something. There is a notch right here, right there. So this has been engineered so that you can kind of fit it in that groove and it stay there. So that is really nice. So here he is with a couple other versions, and it's just now making me realize they've been doing the pinless joints for a while. The Pit Fighter version definitely has pins, but since then it's been all pinless. So I don't know, is this it for the Conan the Barbarian? I know we have some other supporting characters that we need, but I think we have almost all the outfits. Maybe, technically, maybe a few more. But with that next wave that's coming out, it'll be interesting to see if there's going to be any more waves after that. But you can definitely have a complete collection of close to complete collection of all the different versions and looks of Conan from the movie at this point. So pretty impressive to have this all together now. So that's the review. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thanks for watching and tune in to some more videos coming up. Thanks.